previous lesson, we created two visualizations showing the value generated by fee earner and by client. In this lesson, we'll learn how to use interactions and slicers to analyze the relationship between fee earners and clients. Suppose we now want to find out which fee earners are working with which clients. We can use these two visualizations to determine this information. The simplest way to see the relationship between two visuals is using interactions. Let's click on one of the clients in the tree map on the right, say Hooper's Store. We can see that the fees earned for this client are highlighted on our fee earners chart, and most of these fees have been generated by Gracio Holmes and Stephen Humphrey. Hooper's Store accounts for most of the value generated by these two fee earners. If we click on other clients, we see that different fee earners are highlighted for each one. For example, if we click on Pignet Oil, we can see that most of the value has been generated by Belva Curtain. We can also select fee earners to see which companies they've worked with. We'll click on Pignet Oil again to deselect it, and then select the fee earner, Jack Perry. Note that we need to select the bar, not the fee earner's name. This highlights all the value that has been generated by this particular fee earner. We can see that Jack Perry has generated most of the value for Black Sun Systems, Nurgle Heavy Industries, and Hanso Foundation. As you can see, picking out the highlighted clients can be tricky, especially when you have a large number of clients like we do here. An alternative option is to use a slicer. Slicers are one of the most common visualization tools you'll use in PowerBi. To add a slicer, we simply click the slicer option in the visualizations pane. We'll move it to the bottom left corner and resize the fee earner chart just to ensure there's no overlap. We'll add the fee earner field to the slicer by dragging it across from the fields pane. We now have a list of all fee earners in our dataset. We'll select Jack Perry again and see that both of our visuals have changed. The visuals now filter the data so that we only see clients that Jack Perry has worked with. This allows us to see which clients account for the value he's generated much more clearly. We can use this tool to quickly compare fee earners. For example, Gracio Holmes works almost exclusively with Hooper's Store, while Lynn Risher works with a large number of clients. We can even add further slicers to get more detailed results. For example, we might want to know how our exposure to certain clients is changing over time. Let's deselect Lynn Risher and add a new slicer. We'll add the date field. This gives us a slider that shows the date range of our dataset. As we move the slider, we can see that both of the visuals change to show only the data within our selected range. As we move forward in time, the ferroplastics box is getting bigger and bigger, indicating that they represent a larger portion of the value generated. This shows that they are becoming more important to the firm. Finally, let's learn how we can group visualizations. Grouping combines multiple visualizations into a single object. Let's group our bar chart and tree map. To do this, we'll select the bar chart, then hold Control and select the tree map. We'll right-click either of the charts and select Group and then Group. This combines the two charts into a single group. We can move or resize a group in the same way as we would adjust any other visual. If we simply want to adjust the bar chart, we can click it a second time and only the bar chart is selected. If we want to ungroup the charts, we can simply right-click either, then Group, and then Ungroup. Let's stop the lesson here. As we can see, a few simple tools allow us to quickly create some insightful visuals. We'll build on this in the next lesson by looking at how to incorporate data from multiple tables.